Okay, now let us get into this apology, because now you want to apologize. Now you want to apologize after you realize people see this ritualistic, Luciferian, demonic, wicked opening ceremony for what it is. So now you want to apologize. You're only sorry that people see through what you're pushing. That's the only thing, right? Because you've been working overtime to push the darkness on this world, especially the West. But now you realize that because the West haven't pushed back, right, and they allow you to get away with a whole lot, now you realize that the West is not sleeping, right, and that our kindness have been taken as a weakness, and it has been taken for granted, right? We give you people space. We allow you to be who you are, love who you are, and you turn around. Every turn we make in the West is disrespect, coming after our families, coming after our children. But now you realize, people in the West, we're not sleeping. Let us get into this apology. Paris Olympics organizers apologized to Christians for an unintentional Last Supper parody. The organizing committee of Paris 2024 has apologized to Catholics and other Christian groups who were outraged by a scene during the opening ceremony that evoked Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper painting with drag queens and transgender model and a singer made up as the Greek god of wine. The unintended parody of the biblical scene performed against the backdrop of the river sign was actually intended to interpret Dionysus and raise awareness of the absurdity of violence between human beings, organizers wrote on X. Really, really. Only because Christians and people in the West start to see your hand and see the ritual and see the demonic nature of this opening ceremony. You use this platform to showcase this. This is a massive platform, the Olympic opening ceremony, right? It goes through months of planning, and you chose to do a ritualistic, demonic, wicked ceremony, right? And not only disrespecting the one they call Jesus, some say Yeshua, some say Yehoshua, the Lion from the tribe of Judah. Not only disrespecting him, but also poking the bear, disrespecting the Most High as well, right? Because you people know what you're doing, right? You're trying to curse the land. Now, let me show you another piece of evidence to show you that these people, they knew what they were doing. Now, we have this article from MSN.com. Brazilian surfers. Christ imagery sparks Olympic controversy. It turns out that religious controversies surrounding the Olympic Games began even before the opening ceremony. Brazilian surfer discovered this when a surfboard adorned with an image of Christ was deemed a religious symbol. The athlete claimed he had to remove it to avoid being disqualified from the competition. Right? No, they don't want religious imagery. And this surfer had to remove an image that he have depicting what he believed to be what Jesus looks like, or Yeshua, Yehoshua, the Lion from the tribe of Judah, right? So he had to move it. But they turn around and create a demonic, ritualistic, Luciferian opening ceremony depicting the Last Supper with drag queen. So it is okay for them to use religious imagery in their ritualistic demonic ceremony, but it's not okay for the surfer to have an image of what he deems to be Jesus, the Judah King, Yeshua, Yahushua, right? These people are deliberate, they are wicked, they are calculating, and they are out to destroy the West. This was a massive satanic ritual that went terribly wrong because they think people in the West have bought into the darkness that people in Europe, especially, is going to jump and celebrate and give this ritual on the river, this ritual with the drag queen. People was going to give this ritualistic demonic ceremony their energy, their time. And they didn't realize instead of that, people are sending prayers to the Most High, canceling out what you're looking to achieve, sending it back to sender all your negative energy, right? But we thank you for showing your hand, for showing people who you are, because for years we've been saying what's going on, and they tag us as conspiracy theories, right? Misinformation and disinformation. But you turn around and show this world on this massive platform who you are and what you stand for with this ritual, and it backfired. God is good. What you intended for bad worked out for the best. Right? Now, people understand we're living in the end times. And while you believe that there is no such thing as evil and negative energy and whatever they call them, you might believe it don't exist, but these people, they know it exists. They know the spiritual world exists, right? And they know how to play with the spiritual world in front of our very eyes, right? Hoping to get our energy to push this thing forward. We need to understand we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but wickedness in high places. And there are people that is walking around with us, that is in contact with these beings. Understand what's going on, right? We need to pray and say, Glory be to the Most High.